Hello everybody, my name's Angus and today I'll be showing you how to make a spear build in Terraria. So these special crafting stations don't really matter because I just put them there because this is my build making area. And for this build, you'll need a pumpkin helmet, a pumpkin breastplate, and pumpkin leggings. And you get 10% increased damage for that. And you'll need a spear, and some bunny stew, and an iron skin potion, a regeneration potion, a swiftness potion, and some healing potions. All of those are pretty easy to get. You can check how to get all these on the wiki, and if we drink these potions and we get out some zombies, it's pretty good. But it can be improved. So the next part of this video will be how to improve all this gear and make a build that can actually kill some bosses. So I've improved the spear build, and for this part of the spear build you'll need a storm spear, and that's because it has extra range, which makes it easier to... It basically means that if you're fighting a boss, you can keep a bit more range, and you usually want to keep some range while fighting a boss. And you'll need the pumpkin armor for the extra 10% increased damage, and the feral claws are the main part of this build. They are extremely important, and you can find them in the jungle, and they enable auto swing, which basically means you don't have to go click, 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 click. You just hold down click and it keeps automatically swinging. And that's very OP for a spear. And then you'll need the Hermes boots or any other fast running boots, and a cloud in the bottle or any other kind of jumping bottle. And you'll need... This one is optional, and so is this one. These two are optional. This is for regen, and this is for flying around. Then you got, instead of the bunny stew, you have a bowl of soup, and the bunny stew gives you minor improvements, bowl of soup gives you medium. So then we got the iron skin, swiftness, and regeneration, and just the normal healing potion, which are all pretty easy to get. So first we'll test it out on some zombies. Pretty good. And angry bones. So it's pretty good so far. Now we'll try it against the king slime. And if you get cornered, you can use the magic carpet to fly over him, which is why the magic carpet is pretty good for this build. If you can get close to him without taking any damage, then you can not only use the spear's projectile, but also use the spear's normal melee damage, which is pretty good because then you're dealing like double the damage. So that's our improved version. The next version will be after this version. You're going to slowly build towards that version all the way up until the Moon Lord, and if you don't know what weapon to use or what gear to use, just look on the Terraria wiki and search up melee weapons and it'll tell you all about the spears. This is the most improved version of spear builds in Terraria that I found out how to make, and this is what you're going to plan to build up to at the end of the game. And we got a godly North Pole. We got Golden Delights for major improvements to all stats, Iron Skin for defense, swiftness for speed, regeneration for life regeneration, Thorns so that when you get hit they take damage too, but I wouldn't recommend using that as a playstyle. And although that would be a pretty cool playthrough, I might do a video on that one day. And we got a Wrath Potion to increase damage, Rage Potion to increase critical strike chance, Inferno so that we ignite nearby enemies, Sake for more melee stats but lower defense, and Super Healing Potions because that's the best healing potion. Then we got the Solar Flare gear. And we got Fire Gauntlet, Violent Berserker's Glove, Violent Feral Claws, Violent Frozen Shield, Violent Solar Wings, and they're all violent so that they give you extra melee speed. And this one gives you fire damage and auto swing. This one gives you auto swing, and enemies are more likely to target you if you like playing with other people and maybe one person is a ranger, so they want to be back somewhere shooting at people. You can just switch this with like a power glove. And these are the feral claws and the violent frozen shield. When you're below 50% life, you get a frozen shield around you. And then we got violent solar wings. So this is the endgame spear build. So zombies, goblins, skeletons, normal pirate. Oh. And we got pirate captains. These are the strongest kind of pirates there are. So you can see I'm not in God mode right now. And why that is because we're going to take on a boss. I'm just going to remove this. So we're going to take on the King Slime first. Pretty easy. And then the Lunatic Cultist. Gonna activate all our buffs for this. So when he does this, just gonna get the guy who's the most visible. If you don't get the guy who's the most visible, then another one will spawn, but this isn't a boss guide, so I won't go into very much detail. So once we get to half health, we should get a frozen shield. If you do some extra setup, like some boss stations and other stuff, then you could beat the Moon Lord with this build, but I'm just gonna do the Lunatic Cultist for this video. And that's the improved spear build.